The Australian Albanese government's abrupt policy shift regarding mandatory sentencing represents a significant departure from its core principles and a tactical maneuver to deflect opposition criticism of its handling of antisemitism concerns. This reversal directly contradicts Labor's national platform, which explicitly opposes minimum sentencing laws, citing their ineffectiveness in crime reduction, propensity for unjust outcomes, and inherent discriminator. The shift became evident during a late-night parliamentary debate on Wednesday. Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke introduced amendments to legislation, enabling the imposition of minimum jail terms for individuals threatening force or violence against others based on their race, religion, nationality, national or ethnic origin, political opinion, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, or intersex status. This legislative maneuver follows earlier pronouncements by Prime Minister Anthony Albanese expressing reservations about mandatory sentencing. In a January interview with the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, ABC, Albanese acknowledged issues associated with such laws, suggesting their potential for counterproductive consequences. This position directly contrasts with the government's current actions, highlighting the pragmatic, politically motivated nature of the catalyst for this sudden change in stance appears to be intense political pressure stemming from the opposition's concerted attacks on the government's perceived inadequate response to anti-Semitic incidents. The opposition's strategy involves exploiting the recent synagogue attack and using it to paint the government as soft on anti-Semitism. Their proposal to introduce 6-year minimum sentences for terrorism offenses targeting places of worship serves as a key element of this. The government's initial reluctance to embrace mandatory sentencing, articulated by Albanese, now seems strategically inconvenient given the intense scrutiny and criticism surrounding its handling of the antisemitism issue. The government's shift aims to neutralize this criticism by demonstrating a decisive response, even if it means deviating from established policy positions. This strategic shift also needs to be viewed within the context of Australia's international relations, specifically its relationship with Israel. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's December condemnation of Australia's support for UN resolutions aimed at ending the Gaza conflict exemplifies the complexities at play. Netanyahu characterized Australia's stance as extreme anti-Israeli, attempting to link these votes to the synagogue attack and thereby fueling the domestic political firestorm. Foreign Minister Penny Wong responded to these criticisms in a December address, asserting that advocating for Israel's adherence to international law is not synonymous with antisemitism. This underscores the delicate balancing act the Albanese government faces navigating domestic political pressures while maintaining its international relations, particularly with a key ally like Israel. The government's about-face on mandatory sentencing, therefore, is not simply a matter of policy consistency. It's a calculated political response designed to mitigate the political damage caused by criticism of its handling of antisemitism, even if it requires compromising on long-held principles regarding sentencing laws. The swift shift highlights the potent influence of political expediency in shaping government policy, particularly when confronted with high-profile events and intense public scrutiny. The complexities of balancing domestic political considerations, international relations, and the unwavering commitment to justice and fairness in the legal system are clearly demonstrated by this unexpected and significant policy change. The long-term consequences of this pragmatic decision,